Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. I remain your own very brother Akpan Soko from Biafran Radical Freedom TV. We have come to continue the good work of redemption. So do good to share this program, participatory. It's going to be interactive. We are seeking your opinion on the video that we saw today, and it came with a lot of controversy. Tongues have been wagging. Yes, tongues have been wagging since that video was uploaded. Now the question is, was it right in your own sense of judgment the way Commander Gentle executed those boys, those men of the Biafran Liberation Army, knowing what their crimes were? What was their crimes? Simply put, they used the Ngoro that is meant for the defense of the Biafran people. They use it to go into crime. And all along, the enemies of the struggle have been looking for way. The politicians have been funding both bloggers, social media content creators, and using even the mainstream media, like you saw where the chief of defense staff was calling for the media to help them. You know what it means for media to help them. And now again, this week or last week, they continue with the call. And this is the same thing Soludo continued. So they had meetings. All the Eastern governors have been given the responsibility, except especially those of the busybody, those who have overbearing political interests. So they accept any kind of condition, any kind of offer put forward from the caliphate or by the caliphate. So everything, they are all racking sense, trying to come up with any way to subdue and of course blackmail the Biafran struggle. So that is why in the recent days you have been seeing all manner of blackmails, even the Udele that was released from prison for threatening to buy policemen and all of that, who was also a former member of the IPOB until he was suspended for his crimes and for his, numerous offenses. So now you see that the one that joined him now is the one they call Mpurumidu Ruago, that one that went to do boy in Mozambique and was sacked for his also crimes. And, for different allegations by his master, and was not settled and all of that. The same person that was singing the praise of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, like Udele was. And because he was not obeying the laws, he wasn't obeying, or in fact, not just obeying, he took the advantage of coming into public limelight from the activities of IPOB now to begin to do other things, and then he was suspended as well. So they now turned the enemies, and because of they are now suspended, they now want to show the world the evil of IPOB. So that is why you are hearing how they are now trying to be in the forefront of this blackmail. Now, today, this same Udele, the one they call, please give me a minute. Some people are calling in. Give me a minute. We will continue. So like we were saying, these people suddenly realize that IPOB cannot do any good to anybody. Instead, it is a criminal intended. These were the same people who were piloting this same affair. So it is good you understand how cruel, how evil-minded the people that give you information are. Now the question is to you that you are viewing this now. You saw how those 3 boys were executed. What do you think? Do you think it was wrong? Having seen how the IPOB or the Biafran struggle have been blackmailed, the kind of propaganda ongoing, now these boys now have the temerity to do what they did. From me, when I saw the video, I felt irritated. I must be sincere. I felt very bad. To me, it was an eyesore. To me, it was so disheartening. To me, it looked so very bad, so evil to me. But again, when I began now to think of what has become of my brothers who are from the 5 eastern states, how the people that are the enemies are busy causing or terrorizing their land, and the accusations have been coming that the people who are seeking for freedom are also doing this. In fact, to the extent that some people now began to exonerate the real enemy, the potential traitor, and began to say that it is IPOB or the Biafran agitation responsible for everything, just like Soludo and the people he empowered to come into the media to continue to work with him. So when I begin to see all these things, I saw that many people have been tried for doing nothing, for being in their own motherland. That people now begin to say, is it how we will get the Biafra? And now the person that has been bearing the bad name all over now came out to say, so he has been busy swearing oaths, trying to save, doing his best to be in poverty when he know what to do to be in wealth. He knows people that have been calling him to join in the political bullying activities and all of that. But because he has signed, he has sworn to use his life in the interest of his people, so he said no. And he gave his reasons on the ground. If this is what it is, then to you, can you now bring your own judgment? Are we going to crucify him? Even when you feel bad, because you don't like to see the life of any human being going down for anything, and you this time you are even watching it happen. So to you, what do you think? We want your opinion, your candid opinion, please. Tell us your candid opinion. So while I am waiting for you, I have some callers. I'm reading from those. There are some people who are bringing up some comments. What do you think? We want to have your opinion, a candid one. Or do you think you can even start from the comment section? I shared my program in some platforms, so I'm looking at opinion. Please help us share this program. Please help us share this program. 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 What do you think? Do you think Gento did right since he has been swearing with his ancestors all this while that nobody in IPOB, nobody under him is involved in anything criminality in the name of this movement? And he turns out to see that some people actually are doing something, and at the end of the day, as a leader in the security department under his own watch, he said in his comments he wants to use this as a lesson to others who are doing the same thing. So now I am asking you your own opinion, please. Your opinion. Please, as you are coming in with your opinion, do good to share this program, like it also, because we want people to come in. Hello. Hello. All right, but before then, while we are waiting for people to come, a brother just shared something with me and with us. He started by telling fellow patriots, looking into the matter and assessing the execution of those 3 soldiers, we should first of all consider the punishment General Gento the Yahoo meted out. How he executed those 3 young men was highly fatal and deep. Let's see standard punishment for soldiers committing crimes. In military context, soldiers who commit crimes like robbery, rape, kidnapping, theft, or leaking classified information are subject to military law and disciplinary actions as the nation or as a military institution have it. Now, the specific punishment depends on the country's military code. Now, the severity of the crime and the outcome of investigation and trial matters too. The military justice system, court-martial, in many countries, serious crime committed by soldiers are tried in court-martial, which are military courts. Now, punishments vary. Penalties can include imprisonment, dishonorable discharge, reduction in ranks or in salary, or other disciplinary measures based on the crime severity and the military law in existence. Convictions and punishment, only convictions. Now, coming into convictions and punishment, only convictions can lead to punishment as per previous guidelines that are in existence. Information on punishment is based on convictions from crimes. Now, specifics depend on jurisdiction. Military law and procedures differ by country. For example, in the United States of America, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ, governs military personnel's conduct. In my opinion, General Gento the Yahoo was supposed to disarm them and expel them. Never forget, there will always be casualties and emergencies in the camp and in the field, but in every factor, How you handle matters or cases is very important to avoid blames and bad names. We should not execute service based on emotionality or pressure. This action is not good to my own sense of judgment. Even though I understand there are still reasons why he did it the way he did it, let us try hard to avoid such actions in the future. Our focus should be on the enemy, the terrorist state that we are confronting, and the Fulani Janjaweed. That is the brother who did not allow me to mention his name. So, now to this effect, the military punishment and death penalty should be focused and centered on procedures and protocols. In some countries, military law or codes of military justice may include death penalty as a possible punishment for severe crimes committed by soldiers. However, the application of the death penalty varies widely depending on the country's laws, military code, and whether they've abolished capital punishment. Considerations: country-specific laws, the use of death penalty in military contexts depend on the nation's laws and stance on capital punishment. Serious crimes in some jurisdictions, crimes like murder, rape, other. Okay, so I won't be repeating these things. And so now, my comrades, I want your own input. This brother now already wrote his own. Now I want to also take another person's. I think the person came briefly. He just was on the spot. Like the person you are reading said, it depends on the country's laws. It depends on the military's. So, and these things varies. Remember, this is not a country that is officially existing and recognized. So for now, you should understand that this is at agitation stage. You don't expect a normal democratic approach where you don't have prisons, you don't have control over your territory. Sometimes to avoid revolt and what is this? And this, because of the fear of the unknown, this kind of execution sometimes is the best, as it serves as a deterrent to others who would want to do such thing in the nearest future. Thank you for those who have just reacted. Now, please check the, should I type the phone number? All right. The phone number, somebody should help me type it on the comment section, please. The WhatsApp number to call. Somebody should help me type it out. It's already there on the thumbnail of this program. So see the number to call. +1. Are you there? +1 203 829 2407. +1 203 829 2407. +1 203 829 2407. I'm sure you got it right. Let me take the those who have commented on the comment section. Let us see what they have to say. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, Maximus Obonna. bros, we have been defending Gentle the Yahoo, but some of his behavior is getting out of hand. Biafra struggle is not only made for Gentle Yahoo. He should be very careful of most of his acts always on social media. Thank you. I think that is a very sincere opinion. Thank you, my brother Maximus Obunna. You are being very sincere. I love people who are sincere in expressing themselves. Thank you. Yeah, please, we want to have people's opinion, please. There is a reason why we are doing this. This is a public pool. This is opinion pool. It's opinion pool. Yeah, but those who listen to me, we read something from a brother who sent something to me. He was able to say that different countries, different nations, different environment operate with different bylaws, and there are principles that guide every organization. So and from that, he was able to say that he wasn't happy with that particular action as a person, but then that every establishment have their set rules. So we are looking for your own input. You that you are still watching, please do good to share as you are watching. I remain Akpanakpan Asoko, your own brother, presenter in Radical Freedom TV. So you can call in. Yes, please call using the WhatsApp line that is here available. Nobody is helping me to type this WhatsApp number. Why? Nobody is helping me to type. Somebody should help me type the WhatsApp number. Please use this very WhatsApp number. This is my number. Use it to call, please. People will hear you very loud and clear. Please call. Okay, while we are waiting to hear from this brother, we are still expecting other people to call in. You can call several times, maybe when you remember what you want to put, because many people will benefit from what you have to say. Many people will benefit from what you have to say. We are waiting for all of you who have one or two things to say. Okay, you can do fast. You can hasten up. Okay, okay. So now, people are typing. People are typing. While they are typing, I will play something. I will be showing you something. I will establish a background. Now, this video you are seeing about Gentle executing these officers for using the name of Biafra agitation to go into criminality. Now, you remember that it's making round on the social media. It was shared by some people. And these are the same people who are condemning Gentle, calling him names, who are saying that they are using the name of this agitation to commit crime. These are the same people who are calling this man Blackpot and trying to stand him. Now, they brought this thing out for a purpose, because if you see what is happening, the Chief of Defense Staff told the media to help him, to come in to help fight these people. And the other army chief within the last 2 weeks also did the same, calling on the media to help them. Now the Southeast governors under the leadership of Soludo calling, including now the content creators, to help them do this dirty work of blackmailing and blacklisting this. Now, I am trying to establish something. You know now that Gentle is not even disposed as we speak right now. Now, if you go to Udele's wall today, Udele particularly, now Udele now began to paste Udele and the other guy they call Ebekwe or something. Now, they took it upon themselves. When people were now beginning to comment, there was mixed feelings. Some people were supporting Gentle, some people were condemning Gentle. So now they now saw it. It wasn't exactly what they wanted. It wasn't exactly their targets. So now the thing is having a divided view from people. So then now they want to now make sure that their own purpose is achieved. Udele wrote what he wrote. That Udele are trying to come from the angle that this is what that they went to carry out this crime without his approval this time. By implication, that he has been the one, that he will only endorse it when he is the one, when he is involved. He's trying to come out from the angle that they have been doing it, but Gentle don't want anybody to do it when he's not involved. So he has been involved in the crime, but this time they went behind him to do it. So he's angry. Maybe the proceeds of this thing will go to them alone. He was coming out from that angle. Why the other guy is now coming, Ebekwe, or the name they call him, was coming out from the angle that, Gentle, you should demand for the video, because I will not play everything here. The video is going viral. Everybody that is doing IPOB in all IPOB platforms, from WhatsApp, Telegram, ask 1 or 2 persons, they will share you this. They will share the video to you. The Ebekwe is now trying to come out from the angle that Gentle is now coming to clear his name with this. Gentle is just doing this thing now to clear his name, because before, didn't he know that his boys have been doing this? He's now trying to pretend as if he doesn't know, to white himself, to wash himself clean and pretend he's not involved. So this is the angle they are coming out from, because the reason they posted it before was defeated. Now because they have collected money and they must deliver. Now look at this now. Gentle, as we speak, is not disposed. Nobody can see Gentle right now. Gentle and some of these generals, they are not disposed. Now see what we mean. A lot of you shared the video, you shared it, that Gentle has been poisoned. They now that are spreading the rumor were celebrating it. Do you know why they were celebrating it? They have done everything to get him down with guns, and what they saw was that speech of Adolf Hitler, that I commanded my 1st and 2nd battalions to shoot at me. They did, and found out that I'm above bullet and human destructions. Now, this is what they did, and they found out that because this guy is standing fervent, committed to his cause of fighting for Biafran restoration, and because of this, the spirits, the gods of the land are with him, that all the things they have done, divinations, all the enchantments they have done, is not in any way working. So now the only possible way now is to use people who are close to him to call for meeting. And they know if they call for only one person, it will not be done. They targeted the 8 top generals. and they were poisoned. All of you know about it. Are you not aware of it? Okay, maybe I should be playing this video. I should be playing this video. Maybe I should be playing this video. Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh. Let me see where it's located. Okay, please, somebody's calling in. Somebody's calling in. I will play that video later. The video is where hello. Uh-oh. Hello. Yes. We are still live. Are you going to call back?
Okay. You can call me when you are ready.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, I wanted to play this thing to establish this background. Commander Gentle.
Military uniform. The deliverance, the cleansing has started. Dear friends, I am here to give you the situational reports of what is currently going on in Okigwe. Today is 23rd of August, 2025. And before I proceed, I want to pray for the Major General Gentle de Yahoo, for Almighty God to give them a divine intervention, for them to recover from the poison that was given to them by the enemy. And upon the office of Major General Gentle de Yahoo, I am here to report to Biafrans for them to understand there is a video that is going around the social media. Look at this video. So I am here to address this video that is going on social media. I'm raising an accusation finger against the men on the ground.
Okay, so you get it now. You get it now? Okay, I have just established that this is 23rd. What is today's date? Gentle has not been around. Gentle has been away. He's battling with his health, and he will be back when he's totally free. The video they just shared, they shared that video to create impression that Gentle just did this thing to cleanse his name, to clean his name. This is what Gento has been doing before, because he forbid anybody under his command to involve in anything crime within the Biafran territory. Then how they have been busy trying to blackmail him, and a lot of you are buying into this. Now, these boys that are doing this thing, they are the ones that are bringing the bad name. And you think that people are not supporting you because they just don't want to support you, your fellow Igbos. But they keep asking this question: is this how we will get the Biafra? If this is what you guys are doing, is it how? If you now check many of our villages, when they do this, they commit this crime, the villagers now will even endorse the army, the government, Nigerian government army, to come. So that is opportunity now for them to come and carry out their happy trigger activities. So I don't want to dwell on this because people are giving me a lot of messages I am supposed to play. Okay, so they are set now. They are set. They are ready to contribute right now. And somebody already said it. The next person that contributed through writing here said something. All right, let's hear this. All right, brother.
Hello?
Okay, the Biafran people are listening to you.
Okay, am I live?
Yes, you are live.
Okay, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'm glad. I hope this is a Biafran program. Radical, what is the topic?
Yeah, people are asking. There have been mixed feelings about the execution of Biafran soldiers by Commander Gento. So a lot of people have said, well, some are standing in defense. Some are saying that they have been defending Gento, but this one, that they really felt bad seeing their fellow Biafran brothers executed, while others are saying, if you don't do this, then how do you maintain the discipline that will take you to the land where people who are whiter than white are supposed to exist? So there have been very mixed reactions. Now, your own opinion. To you, are you going to join those people who say Gento has done the biggest evil, or those who see that the name of this organization have been so stained and Gento have been swearing oath, believing that nobody with him is doing such, only for him to see that actually some people are committing crime when we are trying to go away from a land of crime into a land of righteousness? So what do you think? Can we hear your opinion?
Okay, thank you so much, Radical TV. It is quite unfortunate that most people do not really understand the reason why they are doing what they are doing, because in any freedom fighting, I think the code of that freedom fighting is merciless. You don't need to be merciful or to be emotional when you are fighting to uphold the sanctity of having a new country. Okay? And when you watch out to what that have been circulating online based on the video that just surfaced concerning the event that took place with our general. You can also understand that what general did is 100% normal. But in the eyes of the people that normally feel emotions, people that never experience what that just took place, will castigate it because all of them have no or know what military military service is all about. So to me, I strongly stand on what Commander General Gento did, because he really proved something, that this organization do not give room for sabotage or crime. Because when a man that is under gun can be able to go without obeying the last command, but he chooses to do his own thing on his own way without the general command, it shows that there is no respect, there is no law that guide them in their camps or in their schools. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. I think my voice is coming out.
Yes. Sorry, let me ask Biafrans, please. Maybe you can just take a break.
Okay.
Let me hear Biafrans. Are you hearing his voice very well, please? I want to see people comment on this comment section. Are you hearing him loud and clear? Are you hearing him, the caller? Are you hearing the caller loud and clear, please? On the comment section, I want to monitor the situation, the connection. Okay, yes, they said they're hearing you. They say hearing you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, my people. So what Gento did is 100% right. Had it been that our leader, Mazen Nandekano, has been sanitizing the system, I don't think we can see people that will stand and betray him. The reason why we are this dummy or this embarrassed about people can also be effrontery to betray their leader is because there is no consequences in all that we do. You see? So people that sold out to Nandekano, there is no consequences that was bedeling on them. You know, everybody was going on their normal businesses, clapping hands. Some are rejoicing. Some are still committing more evil in order to see that that man didn't come out from there. You see? And also, when you watch out Simon Ebatu, people that sold him out are there, still committing more things in order to make sure that the young man didn't come out.
Because there's no consequence.
There is no consequence, my brother. Okay? Israelites, before they could realize that their state of Israel today, there are a lot of people that were executed, betrayers, saboteurs, backbiters, and those people that are accusing their people wrongly. Do you understand? They were all executed before the state of Israel could be able to emerge. United States of America, that everybody is rushing out today to go there and have a good life. This is how they did it. Is it because somebody video it and push it to all right that everybody is complaining? Had it been that those people, those youths, were their military galaria, nobody can be able to talk too much about it because they were mufti. They were on their knickers. That is why you see people talking about it. But what the general did is to sanitize the system, because how can you undergone and you could be able to pay your people, the people you swear an oath to defend? And that is why the general asked them, those people, are they Fulani or Hausa people? They say no. So why did you took their phone? What reason are you going to give? That means you people are the ones spoiling the name of this same general, that many people are now labeling him kidnapper. How will you feel if you are a general? How will you feel if you are second command of Gento, the Yahoo? How will you feel? So their execution is normal. It has sent a shock wave to the world, has also sent a shock wave to the camp of the enemy, for them to realize that this is not business as usual. Do you understand?
Yes,
and also before you sign into being a defendant of the people, you must take an oath or swear an oath that you will not betray. Do you understand? Because when you betray, the consequences will be very, very dicey. And with this method now, you will see that a lot of people will be very, very afraid of betraying, because they know that when they trespasses against the rules that have been given to them, their consequences will be pure and neutral. Do you understand me?
Very
So
clearly.
this is a very welcome development. If I fall the victim, let me go. Yes. If I fall the victim, let me go. We will not continue every day. Maybe the way we are in this program now, tomorrow I will betray you. How are you going to take me? Do you understand? How are you going to take me? Do you understand? Because what I did is to sabotage this program, that you will no longer have access to do this type of program again. Because this program is not against anybody, but rather to teach the people, for them to learn. When you talk, people learn from you. So you need people that are so wisdom for them to come around and also to educate the people on what life is all about. Most of us do not know the value of life. We just live because the country we find ourselves have messed us up. We think everything is for granted. We do things for granted without knowing that there are limits of things you need to do. Do you understand me?
Very well.
You cannot be under gun. You carry bomb. When they ask me, say it's with bomb. Do you understand? And you went to tell your own people. That is why the general was so embarrassed. He asked them, are they the people, are they the Fulanis? Which is their enemy they are fighting against? Do you understand? Are they the Hausa people? Which is the enemy they are fighting against? And he asked them, are they the people that wear the military? Did they say, no? Why did you go and obtain these people? That means you rob them, you kidnap them with the same gun you are using. Don't you know the same people is liable to kill, to buy gentle? Don't you know?
Of course.
When you allow them, or you give them a distance of cane, like insinuating, and you should give them 100 strokes of cane. And when you do that, and they later find their feet on the ground, see, those three guys will plot evil on how to
that
eliminate
is the genesis of rebel. Military rebelling, revolt.
Yes, they will rebel again. Okay, could you imagine? The other guy they call Thunder. Did you see the program that the guy was doing on Saturday? Was it Saturday or Friday?
Yes.
He was even castigating because people released him.
Because he was allowed to go.
To stop. Because he was allowed. This is not the rules of engagement. It's not the rules of engagement. So before anyone will be able to make up his mind to join the military, you must understand that there is pure execution. Do you understand? When you fail to obey the last command, stand on your duty post. Do not get away from your duty post. And you fail, and you went away. Without a tangible thing, not that you are pursuing the enemy. You just went away to go and rob your own people. My brother, how are you going to take this?
Now, somebody is even saying something. Somebody sent me something. The person said, you are sympathizing with these boys because you are seeing the two of them, just like what you said, because they are seeing the video. So number one thing here is that there is a mistake for allowing the video to leak. It is a mistake, but the person that videoed it wanted it to serve as a deterrent. Now, the person is asking here, you are sympathizing with them just because of just 3 lives. Do you know how many lives they would have wasted? Do you know that somebody who have such mind of criminality can do anything? So the whole society is at the risk of losing their lives or getting injured or losing their properties because these guys already have the corrupt mind. This is somebody who don't want to call. So are you seeing that?
Yes.
Now, you said something about American system. Okay, finish up. I will remember my own.
Good. What this person is saying is 100% right. You see, do you know the reason why we are suffering the way we are suffering today in the country we find ourselves is because when a politician will come and loot our money, we celebrate him.
Simple.
We do not give him the right judgment was to give him at the right time. But when a poor man or a pauper just took something Do you understand? They will label him a criminal and they will give him a jungle justice. Do you
Burn
see
him
the
alive.
separation? Are you hearing me now?
Very clearly. We have seen...
Have you seen the separation?
Yes. We have seen situations where
No.
Fulani people invade communities in our land and nothing is done to them. And we have seen where somebody stole goat and he was burnt alive.
That is what is going on. And how are you going to control and correct those errors and mistakes? Is by sending a good message as General Gento have sent that message to. Irrespective of whose heart is God. Do you understand me now?
Very well.
His brothers, his families is no more. And you want to use the same thing that he has been fighting, not sleeping in the house, but rather sleeping in the bush for decades of years now. And you wanted to mess him up. Come on. What are you saying? The judgment serves right. If you do not want to join them, you are free to go and join the civilians and live normal life with civilians. Party, do whatever you feel you can do. But when you want to serve, service takes a lot of things from people. Service deprives you of your free life. You are no longer a normal human being because you do not do things what civilian can do. You cannot do them. So you cannot be in such situation. You'll be thirsty of money. Why? Because you are called to serve. You see? So what our brother said or sister said is 100% right. It has served the purpose. They knew why they sent out the video. It's not by mistake. They sent it so that those gossipers, those online charlatans, those noisemakers online can be able to use the video and start narrating and start doing the expose. But we are not here to do the expose. But we are here to correct the wrong which we and all of us have been into. We are born into that wrong doings. So we are here to correct it by sending a clear message that you cannot betray. There is a betrayal that you betray your brother. It's better you thief his money than to betray the person. Do you understand?
Yes.
Those betraying that you can betray that run into your bones and marrows, it is not acceptable. The society is what that you see that has transpired.
And that took me to something. All of us are celebrating a North Korean president today. Did you know what he did? That was on the 9th day of December 2013. 2013, I can remember. His uncle was...
I thought that was his brother.
Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Or the major.
Yes. He executed him. Why? He said, we are fighting to have a better nation and my own blood is corrupt. Then, how will I want to get the country right if my own blood I'm fighting? What will I be telling people that I'm fighting if my own blood is involved in corruption? He executed him. He executed him, and that's why you're having the North Korea. From that time to today, North Korea they found themselves in a very big status in the affairs of things globally. Nobody now jokes.
Exactly.
Even America will not joke with North Korea today.
That is the lesson. Radical.
Yes, sir.
If we start adopting this style, let me tell you, no country in the world practice democracy. No country. I said no country practice democracy.
And survive.
If they do, they can come out and show us. None. Everyone is fighting to survive and to maintain their status quo to make sure that their gap did not leak. Do you understand?
Yes.
And we that is fighting, we have not started fighting. No. We are still pressing up in order to secure a territory and to be called a nation. And we are here playing games, playing,
And I want to agree with you to this nobody's practicing democracy statement. Some hours ago, Donald Trump came up with decision to send over 4,000 of his troops to Chicago because he disagreed with the political leaders. They are beginning to be his opponent. So now he passed like a military decree overnight. As we speak, trucks are moving to Chicago. So the federal want to control Chicago right now. So, so at the time, yes, yes, at the time, some rash decisions are made by leaders. Yes, yes.
You see those decisions. You know the reason why those decisions normally propped up is to do what? To normalize the system and also to create panic and fear among the people so that the people can respect the man in charge or the man in the helm of their affairs. Do you understand?
All right.
If Gentile did not alter or do what he did, my brother, nobody would take him serious. Now, those people that are calling Gentile this and that, I saw Iken Gurego commenting that he was just doing that thing because he wanted to exonerate himself from the kidnapping and the rest of it.
Okay, Brumini also said that. I didn't know he said that too. I saw I think the other one they call at the one Gentile talked about, and Udele also talked about it. So that's why they leaked the video. They leaked the video to malign Gentile. But people are now giving different analysis about it. Some people are now thumbing up to Gentile. Because before they were accusing him that he was in support of these things.
They have a lot of videos. They have a lot of videos. And recently they started coming up to even to share names of those that are committing those crimes in those states and the region there. Do you understand? This is what they're supposed to have been doing, but they took it upon themselves to be castigated. Do you understand? So that finally their name could be able to be praised by all men. Do you understand? So what is going on now is normal. It is normal. And if you feel that you have been offended by the attitude, it is not by emotion that you can get a freedom or get a country. This country you're talking about, blood will roll, but you have to order and also ask that your own blood may not roll on the ground. Rather, you witness the new country called Biafra. Do you understand? Because when you are in the wrong side and you are supporting evil, evil will come to you. So if you decide to be a part of men that are going to defend the land, you took the oath. Stand on the oath. Do not double cross nor betray because of money. I do not see the reason why a volunteer will be looking for money to build house, will be looking for money to do why you're a volunteer. What was the reason? What were you thinking before you joined? You say volunteer. You come with all your mind. You come with everything. You do not want money or car or anything. You say this is what you want to do to make sure that you support the people to this nation. And later on, you find yourself kidnapping. You have betrayed. You have sabotaged. And your judgment is clear. So what the general did is highly welcomed by me. Everybody have their opinion. But when you examine it properly, you will see the inner truth in that very particular thing. When you allow those voices, the way we see those voices, their images, their outlook, those voices ready to do undo. If you allow them.
Thank you. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Take a glass of water, and I will ask you another thing. And I think there are other people who want to comment. There is still about another question, another issue I would want you to comment on. And the issue is,
it's okay.
You saw the video of the guy on Red who was empowered to come and fight the Biafran Liberation Army, trying to stain their integrity. The guy on Red and with group on Red. Now, if you see the guy, people were asking him, so government has given you money to come and do this dirty job. He said it was not government. Now, people are asking him, how then do you come with all the guns and the government is not challenging you? That's the question. We're asking, so you are not of the Biafran Liberation Army and you are having this number of guns. So what then are you? Now, the question is, I want you to think of how you do justice to this topic, because for me, I see it government setting up Igbo youths like Gumi said. They need to empower Igbo youth with money and guns so that they will do the work that the army has been doing. They don't want to sustain more casualties. They should be Igbo boys, should be dealing with themselves. So now, while you are thinking on how to answer it as you take your glass of water, I think there are other people who want to comment on the issue of Gentle, whether what he did was right or wrong. So we give you a break to go and take a glass of water. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Igbo mụrụ the moze akwa ama m na unu na-anụ ife anyị na-ekwu. Achọrọ m ịma mmadụ one nwere interest ịkpọ to make their own input so that Biafrans will also hear. What we are doing here tonight is going to be very helpful. So we are still live. We are expecting all lovers of freedom who are listening to us to call in, make their input. So, fellow Biafrans, you heard it from our brother. Okay, so now I want you to that video, I wanted to play it, but I saw that YouTube might flag it. YouTube might flag it if I play that video because of the bye mail there. So now I want to look for another. I'll play another video for you to watch. I'll play another video for you to watch. What is adding to what we are doing while I'm waiting for those.
Now, before I proceed, under the office of Major General Gentle de Yahoo, I am here to make it open for the people of Okigwe communities to understand that there's no one allowed to carry arms in the land of Okigwe, in the land of Biafra, Baburuburu, except the men on the ground. And any security, any village that want to create their own security, the men on the ground is not against people protecting themselves. No.
You heard it, because some people shared this thing to me, saying this is a Hindi Biafra. Now, they are very clear here. They say that it is only their enemies that they don't allow to. But every local vigilante who have organized themselves well to protect themselves against the enemies, so that there will be security in their land, that they, the Biafran Liberation Army, encourage it. This is the second in command to General Gentle, to Major General Gentle. Now, that they are even happy to see that our people are waking up to understand that the issue of security is not a thing to downplay. So they are even encouraging different vigilante, different communities to set up vigilante group. But because when non-state actors are allowed to carry gun, that the tendency of them using it for wrong purposes is there. So because of that, they want to okay, Mazi ngwa biko Mazi pere akara kpọọ akara m ịkpọ ya ka ijiri ya wee mee your input, but chee ka m kwuchapụ okwu a mkpụ n'ọnụ. So because of that and because of the sincerity of their peoples, they are being fair. They said they will only come to make sure they supervise that security outfit, and that they will be watching, paying close attention to their activities. It will even reduce too much job on them, so that when they have anything that is bigger than them, they will signal them, they will come and take care of it. But for them to anybody just carry arms, everybody carry arms, just say, oh, we are vigilante, carry arms, that they don't want to tolerate it, because it will make the Igbo society a place that cannot be inhabited, a non-inhabitable place. Terror will be too much. So they made that very clear. So my brothers, my sisters who want to call in, please dial my number. Call using WhatsApp. +1 203 829 2407 +1 203 829 2407. Again, +1 203 829 2407. That is my line. You can call in using the WhatsApp so that we will have your opinion. While we are doing that, I want to read comment from the well-meaning Biafrans who are commenting on this comment section. Please, let's know what they are saying. Let's know what our brothers are saying on the comment section. Okay. Okay, now the people are saying Messi Nwala. People should understand that Commander Gento is an army officer. That is no one. Secondly, oh my God. Okay, let's take this call from this brother, then we will read comment. We will take the comment. Okay, let's finish with the comment. All right, my brother, we are live, direct, Biafran Radical Freedom TV. I remain your brother, your broadcaster, presenter, analyst, Akpanakpana Sukwo. We are talking about the mixed feeling that the video that we watched some hours ago that is making round over the social space. And that video there was the execution of Biafran Liberation Army officers, and they were executed by their own Major General, the Gento the Yahoo. Now, to you, are you going to support those who say Gento has committed a very big crime by doing what he did? Or are you going to support those who said Gento has done noble, because if you don't introduce discipline, what we are pursuing will end up being worse than where we are running away from. So we want to hear your opinion, brother.
Good evening. First and foremost, Radical TV, for the awesome job that you are doing. It's not easy to take it as a responsibility to educate Biafrans.
Thank you, brother.
Because that is the biggest challenge that we have. And our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, did all his best in order to educate us, for we to know the signs and also the handwriting on the wall. So for you to pick up from where he stopped, not really that he stopped, but because of the Janjaweed and also the imperialist that is sitting on our neck, doing all their best in order to bend us for we to remain in this particular darkness that we have found ourselves for this donkey of years. So people like you is a very good encouragement to Biafrans that have stood their gap, stood up, and also stand in the gap to keep on giving this message of redemption. I really thank you, and I say, may Elohim bless you and also give you the energy to continue doing this amazing job.
Thank you for the compliment, brother.
As you have just asked, yeah, and I hope the Biafran is listening all over the world.
Yes, they are listening, but let me seek their opinion, whether they are hearing you loud and clear. Dear friends, please, I want to see you react to this question. Are you hearing him loud and clear? Use the comment section to let me know if you are hearing him or you are not. I'm waiting, please. Your opinion. Are you hearing him? I want to see you write on the comment section. Are you hearing him clearly? Okay. All right, brother. I'm waiting for the opinion. You can fire down.
Okay. Because it's very important for we to be sure that Biafrans is listening and they are hearing us as you are airing this particular broadcast this evening. Is a broadcast.
Okay, they say they are hearing you. They are hearing you loud and clear. Thank you, Sister Messi.
Thank you. Thank you, Biafrans all over the world. I remember Mazi Frank Berenok. We thank God for everything that God has done for us to bring us this far. It has been His purpose, and because it was there to be so, that is where we are today. In this history of freedom, it's not an easy task. And our leader always say every time that we must be an army that have discipline. Without discipline, there is no way this Biafra can be restored. We have that compassionate and also the feelings of losing someone that is a military serving as a member of the Biafra Defense Force. It's not a happy day for us, but for the fact that we are looking for a freedom, that freedom takes you everything that is good in your life, freedom takes it away. But as soon as you achieve it, you will realize that there is nothing that you lose. I am staying in South Africa. I know in 1976, some family, they prepare their little children, prepare them, drop them off the school. As soon as in the afternoon when they come back, in order to pick their children from school, they find their children lying down lifelessly. Their life was taken away from them. All of them was crying. I mean in thousands. Today, people are enjoying that sacrifice that elderly ones and even the children have sacrificed in South Africa for them to call it a free country. So, for we to have some military in BDF, in Biafra Defense Force, that is going contrary to the command of their overall general or their commander, it's a very big threat. It's a very big fear. And there is no way that such kind of attitude and character will be tolerated or accommodated. What happened today, or what we did today, is the first step to that total freedom of the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra. And there is no man born of woman that can stop this freedom. And this is a kind of a sign and also a warning to the rest of us that is not in the fold of this particular defense. These men that defend, these men and women, these gallant soldiers that defend Biafra land, to make sure that these invaders do not exterminate us on the face of this earth. Because there is something that will happen in Biafra land today without these men that is in the forest, defending our forest, defending our borders. You that is in diaspora will not see a place to go back again.
Yes.
So anyone that is compromised does not want to be part of these holy men. They are all holy men. When Commander Gento talked, he said, Ewa Wonyezioku is a man of truth. And whatever he told you, take it to the bank. The way he told you, the way he tells you, is the way it is. So this is a warning for the rest of our military, for our soldiers, that is in the front line defending Biafra land. We respect you people. Your name will be immortalized. We will remember you no matter the hook and crane where you come from in Biafra land. You will be remembered. You will be respected. For so far there is Biafra, you will be respected. So if you choose to be in this part to defend us, you must be holistically, both spiritual and physically, that you are genuine. That nothing that will make you to compromise. Anyone that compromises tomorrow will be gone down. So it is a time that even though us that is outside, you know what you talk. Because everything you said against Biafra has consequences. And that consequence will be very severe. So mind yourself. If you're not interested, keep your mouth shut. If you really know that what we are doing or what the men is fighting for we to be free is a genuine cause, support them as much as you can and put your voice. If you have a contradictory view, explain it in your own view. But time of castigation, time of making what we are doing like it's a child's play, thousands have lost their life. We saw 3 people gone down today. Thousands of people have lost their life. And we don't want more people to be dying. That is why this man is on the forest, making sure they're waiting our borders. Our borders is secure. What is happening in Benue, we cannot allow it to happen in Biafra land. Take it to the bank. We cannot allow that to happen. And we cannot face the extinction that there will be no future. We are doing this for our future generation, not about us. There is nothing we are going to enjoy anymore. The Zoological Republic have taken everything away from us. There is nothing left. But we cannot pass this pattern of freedom to the children on board. That can never be done. We are here to restore Biafra or die getting it. That is the little I have to say, my beloved comrade.
Thank you.
Thank you for your good work.
Thank you.
And keep on keeping on.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. You have done noble. You've done justice to this topic. Thank you. You've done. Now, you know, like while you were saying, making your point, I remembered something. The thing that was coming to my mind is when you mentioned discipline. I also saw from the comment section somebody typed, I think that was Sister Mercy Mwale. Gentle is trying to instill discipline. Simple. Now, why we have the joke in the Nigerian system they call election the joke, because it's a joke. When somebody who want to arrest a fellow citizen for maybe doing Yahoo or Yahoo, maybe to take maybe ordinary dating to collect. I know they do. I'm gonna make you know. Say I want to protect. So now somebody want to maybe because there is no job. You people messed the whole system. Now somebody want to do small thing to. You say cybercrime. You lock him and throw the key to River Niger. And maybe after 8 years, you remember there was somebody that was left without even being judged, though. Then, but you stole the people's mandate. Election fraud every now and then, election violence and all of that. And you are going to do it next time because the one you did last time, there was no consequence. So there is no discipline in the system. And that is why in China today, we are seeing China economy growing so rapidly. China that was, they even begin to restrict people from having more than one child because of poverty. But when they brought discipline, even the kind of executors, the people that execute corrupt people in China, they even have pathologists. They will study. They take you slowly. They come every morning for like 2 months to observe you whether you have totally cried. Because they will treat you in such a way that the next politician will remember how you were dealt with, how you were taken, how you were wasted. If you even bring the money to his house, if you even bring the connection in his toilet, the corruption, anything that means corruption, if you bring it to him in his toilet, he will tell you, "Nah, bro, so it is that discipline that we are talking about. So Gentle said he said he want to build an army where even when he's not around, there will be discipline. So that is that.
Yeah, my comrade Asuku, that is the reason why Afghan soldiers managed to chase out the American soldiers
troops
after 20 years.
Yes.
The American troops.
Even Russia got tired of them and left.
One common goal. You see, so they have that particular commitment, and that commitment is all about discipline.
Yes.
And when you have a discipline in life, there is nothing you cannot achieve. There is nothing that is impossible for you. Impossible is nothing. So far you have that discipline. You discipline yourself. That is why the zoo looks the way it looks today. Because there is no discipline.
No, I want
and, those kind of character. Yes, I'm listening.
I want to now point out to something. Why they were busy trying to malign and dent the image of Gentle. Gentle is doing everything to make sure he's standing whiter than white, like Nnamdi Kanu charged them. Even, I think that will even lead me to reading. There was something that Nnamdi Kanu said. I don't know if you can remember that. Nnamdi Kanu once said something like, "I swear by my life and my honor, with the coming of Biafra, every Northern Christian will be welcomed and allowed to settle in Biafra land. Because there will be law, there will be discipline." Now Simon now reiterated that, but rephrased it. Simon said, "The United States of Biafra that we want to have will not be a lawless place. Where there is law, there is discipline. Now, regardless of your origin or religion, you will be protected, provided for."
By the law.
Yes. So now everybody must respect the law. That's the statement of Simon Ekpa. So now everything boils around it, everything revolves around discipline and lawfulness. So you cannot be heading to a lawless society where everybody can do anything. If you hear when the other man spoke, never give up. This our brother that spoke in very detailed. He said he was very, very detailed in his analysis or his explanation. He said, yeah, he said something like, okay, why I that's escaped. I want to say something now. If you remember the same thing, the same way they are trying to dent the name of Gentle. I don't know if you remember the broadcast that the person you people choose to give an unmerited name, Ikenga. Ikenga is a sacred Igbo name. I don't know why some of you people that claim to be of the 5 Igbo states that say you are more Igbo than some of us that are in the riverine places, as the Fulani now said we are not Igbo again, and you people supported it. Now, these people, they began to do everything to dent the integrity of Ikonso. Now, if you remember the video that Tumpuru Mirorago did, he said that American women were beginning to, rally around the Ikonso, and his Ikonso was beginning to feel he was larger than life, something like that. And because of that, they began to envy him. And that was why, if you remember when Tumpuru Mirorago was, he said that trying to fight against, that was a kind of attack, saga. They were having a saga. The saga was targeted at one of their colleagues. Maybe the center couldn't hold again. Who was that? He said the person should not stop pretending to be whiter than white. I don't know how. Somebody in the comment section should remember the video. I use it for my program. It can get reported my page. Sorry, reported my page, and because of that,
Well, somebody like Ikenga, it's not. I don't think that is relevant in this.
It's not a factor. Thank you.
Since someone like him has the merit to abuse or maybe to talk down to somebody like Unyendu Mazen Nandekano. So that guy is not supposed to be mentioned.
Thank you.
We Biafra have our result. We need freedom.
Thank you.
And Urago, a million of Urago cannot stop us to get our freedom.
So now, why I was bringing the Efulefu is because the same way they were trying to blackmail Uikonso, trying to give him all the bad names, that's the same thing they are doing now to Gento. And remember, Gento was Ikonso's boy. So now, the same thing they did, okay, he was talking to Jonathan, either Jonathan or Osoji. He was fighting in one of them. Who you should stop pretending that when they gave the classified information to Hope Ozodimba, that it was Osoji or Jonathan that released the information. That even when Nnamdi Kano's house, Onyendu's house was attacked, that it was Osoji or is it Jonathan that was close that gave the information as well. In that same program he did, did. So you see, it's Osoji, good. And this Osoji have a brother who recently is in the media that Simon thought was with him, and recently it is appearing that, but let me not go into that side for now, for reason best known to me.
Yeah, it's not really
okay. So now,
really necessary,
see the target now. See the target now, because now after you the other brother want to come in, Chukwudi. Now he said this man that was wearing red, that said he's youth leader, that he was not hired by Hope Ozodimba, but we have seen everybody from all the information coming out since yesterday. Of course, even without that information, I already know. Yes. Waiting in the do now. See the number of guns he has in his possession. They were hired to come and antagonize so that maybe we begin now to fight ourselves. There will be a clash within ourselves. Now he said he was telling Gentle. He wanted to trick Gentle them. He wanted to.
It was advice that Sheikh Guru.
Yes, thank you. That's advice from Sheikh Gumi. Now, man, see the angle they were coming out from now. I know a lot of people did not even see it from that angle. He said, let them put a date where they will meet in an empty field where civilians will not be there. What they were doing, they were using him, they want to use him to trick Gentle and his men to a place where they will be rounded up. They will be ambushed.
Even though with the 20,000 Sioux soldiers, they cannot do our men anything. What we are fighting is Ofala.
But they don't know this.
This is not a war of a man. They don't understand that.
No.
Our leaders say when they go with us, they will go back to Kutajalon. And that is how it's going to happen. It can only take time, but they will go back where they come from.
Now, see.
Because all the whole tribe that is. Yeah.
See another thing they did now. As they use, for you now to know that sometimes when we are advising our youth, stop following people who did business with your head. They are merchants. Yes, they are capitalists. These guys, they call you youth leaders, armor bearers, security leaders. They are doing this now. When he made all the mouth he made, he said that where civilians will not. They were met in their camp by Makeup and his boys. Just Makeup picked, I think, about 6 boys and went to their camp. And now you see, he has risked the lives of those innocent boys because he promised them that he's so fortified, that he's so equipped, and he's all and all. He was asking them how many training did Makeup have? How many of this did Makeup have? Now, those boys were believing in him, thinking that he was really anything. Because they did not know that what Gentle and his men are doing is not because they have juju. It's because that the Moani Igbo is with them.
No. The ghost of the land is with them.
Now, when these guys came, he left these boys and flee. He fled because we are not sure from what is from the information we are seeing now. He fled because he's still at large. Nobody have been able to say for certain that he is here or this is his condition. But these boys that believed in him, that he deceived, and him and Nkuru Miruruago and the rest of them deceived, all of them now are gone. And these are the things we don't want to be happening in our land. All of them are our brothers. All of them are our brothers.
That is it.
And that
is why what you are doing today is
it's really a very pitiable situation. And they tell us that the Igbo people were a brain.
Yes. So that is the thing. It's fear of us. It's fear of Igbo people that I can say they have brain. Because what some enemies have done in this struggle for over 10 good years now is very, very disastrous. But I strongly believe that the time of this slavery and this is coming to an end. And we are taking the bull by its horn. Then they took our two leaders. What happened? Biafra request and request of freedom is still in the very, very, very high. So there is no man that can stop this Biafra. And at a time, at a certain point, they will know that they can't stop it. And they don't have any other choice rather to let it go. And we are going to be free, and free indeed. So keep on keeping on, my comrade.
Thank you
for
sir.
Your good work.
Thank you, sir.
And I have to.
Thank you, sir. All viewers, please.
So far, you keep on coming on the air. We keep on supporting you. We keep on coming to air our own view. Our own view is not the best, but we tell you what we feel like. And I believe 50% or 60% of Biafrans, they feel the same way I am feeling. The genuine ones, not those that believe that the way the zoo is being set today is good for them. It's not good for us, and it cannot be good for our children. And we can help them to continue experiencing what we have experienced. We can't pass this baton to next generation. We are going to do whatever it takes to make sure that our people is free. And we are going to be free sooner than later.
Thank you. This Lovers of Freedom to Nigerian state, to the Ahmed Tinubu led government, please. All lives matter. All lives matters. What is happening in our land, we don't used to be this way. I think we know that we have not been like this. Our land used to be a peaceful land. Please. The call for self-determination is not a crime. It is an acceptable call before the international community. It's an acceptable call before the eyes of the law. So please, all these things, all these unnecessary deaths can be avoided. Let peace reign. Stop the politicians that are encouraging all these things. These people that are, these lives that are wasting, they are breadwinners to people. They are family members. They are loved ones. They are fathers. They are brothers to people. Let all these things cease. We know politicians are instigating all of this. The economy of the country is not in the best shape. People are battling with poverty and other challenges. Now, insecurity add up to this. It's really very bad. The people said they want to be given the opportunity to determine their fate. They want to be given opportunity to, lead themselves. Referendum is the civil way of doing these things. But all the Nigerian, the governments that come and go, none of these governments allowed this referendum. How are you people telling the world that you are practicing democracy? because referendum is a democratic process. So if you want to continue to lay claim to the practice of democracy, you must accept the democratic process. Already people know that the elections that we experience in Nigeria is a joke. So let it be at least that we allow referendum. Because if you don't allow the referendum and you are still having this kind of joke of election, it means you have no business with democracy. So our brother who wanted to contribute to the issue I just mentioned about the young man who deceived a number of youths, that he is going to deal with Gento and his men because Hana Babun Kete. I want you to impute. You already heard my my view on that. Please, we want to hear what you have to say on that, and other Biafrans who have any input to make. The line is still open. We are expecting to hear you make your input, and the line is +1 203 829 2407. +1 again, +1. Have you written that? 203 829 2407. +1 203 829 2407. All right, our brother, I want you now to call in, or are you busy now? You can call in and make that your input because we need it. You can call in, make that your input because we know it's a wonderful one. It's going to be a very useful one. Then any other person who want to make input should also prepare. All right. We are still live and direct. Dear friends are listening. Hello. Oh.
I should go on.
Okay, go on.
Okay, fellow Biafrans, our very good listeners, wherever you are joining us, please subscribe. Please subscribe and share.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Am I coming out loud?
Very, very loud. Very loud.
Am I coming out?
Very clearly.
Please subscribe and share this program so that those that could not be able to see it now can see it later after the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. God bless.
Radical, I want to ask
please
concerning the recent video that surfaced by a man that claims to know it all, who has every military tactics, who can fight against his people but cannot fight against the enemy invaders. It's so pathetic and shameful. Am I coming out?
Very clear and in line.
So it's so pathetic and shameful the way we find ourselves these days. An Igbo man will be proud to kill his own people, but when he sees the enemy, he will show mercy and pity to the enemy. His emotion could not allow him again to deal with the enemy, but he will tamper justice with mercy. But anytime they set their eyes on their own people, they will show the wickedness in them. They will brutalize their own people. Could you imagine that a state that has no criminality on it, but when the governor that was voted out, that took forth and was given first position,
that was not accepted, rejected. In fact, let's use the language.
That was not accepted. That was not accepted by the people, but he was rigged into power. The people tolerated it. Ask yourself, is that the real Imo State that we know that Hakim and the other man from PDP?
Even the man of Iberiberism.
The governor, and also the governor of Iberiberism was their then governor then. So when you will see that the manipulation of Imo State was the reason why this man was put there, in order to destroy the heartland of the Igbo people. And the mission was nearly to be accomplished, if not for the rescue mission of Simon Ekpa, the man that I call the greatest of the greatest, who sees tomorrow that set up these men that the enemy have neutralized, and they remain only very few, but pick them up and say, no, Biafra must continue to rise. The man that you saw his video online trending, that was shouting that he would deal with Njemeka, if he can come out, they would do it face to face, that he know this and know that. Ask that man, where were him all these years? That tragedy have been happening in Imo State. Where we are him? Where we are him? When Okigwe land was almost invaded by the Fulanis, but gentle the Yahoo, and his boys sack all the Fulanis from Okigwe. Where we are him? If he was not paid or hired to do the job, why should he come out and start standing against his people, not standing against the enemy? Do you know what normally makes me mad over our people is that go to Yoruba land today, Omotekun is there fighting tooth and nail to the enemies.
Okay.
Go to
the north, Isba. Even there is still OPC in the Yoruba land also, OPC.
Yes. So, but come to the Igbo land. They always use Igbo man against the Igbo people.
I'm telling you.
And we tolerate it. We tolerate it. Do you know why we tolerate it? Because we thought that there is somebody somewhere that will come to our rescue. That is why we say Igbo adage. They usually use it as an adage. They always say, and you forgot that there is nothing like that in this dispensation we are in. That what lead a battle or that wins a war is your ability to procure an armament and also do the fight. Do you understand?
Yeah, very well.
And now this man came out. All he know how to do best is to attack his people, destroy his people. But what is the result of all these things that he came out to do? The hand of the clock turned, and he was pursued. Some of his men, if not being captured, but some were neutralized. We saw the video. The people that you are claiming to fight are now the one looking for you. Is it not in-house fight? This is in-house fight. That our enemy are all
have been avoiding.
Creating the in-house fight. And then when we fail to fight this in-house fight, many of the enemy will deal with the righteous people. So it is better now we fight the in-house fight and clear the way for the righteous to explore. I hope if you are getting what I'm saying.
Yes. What you're saying is, so if we keep on saying, I can want them, I happy, no, so that they will keep on building up until they will come to the point it will choke the whole struggle. And there is no how you can make any progress with having the in-house enemy.
If this is what in other way they call it household enemy.
Yes.
And the man's enemy is his neighbor. You know that is his neighbor.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So There is no other way you can crush your enemy than starting from the house. And they always say charity begins at home. So when you want the best of everything you want to do, you start from home. You will start doing it, getting it right till you come outside. I always tell people, what is the need for us to be focusing on Nigerian projects? Attacking Tinubu. Attacking Tinubu. Why are you attacking Tinubu? Tinubu is not our problem. Our problems are our own people, the governors, the senators, the House of Reps, the local, how am I going to put, governors in how am I going to say it? Our assemblies. Do you understand? So these are our problems. These are our problems. And if we fail to deal with these people, the problem will persist. And they will keep suffering it. So that man that came out must be dealt with. And once he's been dealt with, others will flee. And as they have been dealt with, the little that we saw, you will no longer hear from them anymore. And this is the way to go. Take the battle to their rooms and their houses. How can you imagine that a son of the soil, an Igbo son, they call it Edia Hono?
That's the name I was trying to remember then, yes. Edia Hono. Yes.
Is the one responsible in burning people's house. You know what it costs to build houses. And the only way you can avenge whatever you feel that you have in mind, whatever you feel that you think, is to burn down people's property. Under there, you are looking for men on ground. What is the sense of all this?
Even let me
runs in our bones and marrow, and we must deal with them mercilessly. Go ahead.
Now you are seeing all these people who are pretending, all these cowards, all the Igbo social media content creators. Their cowardice, I don't think it has comparison. You cannot, in fact, it has no competition. Their cowardice has no rival. It has no rival. Nobody they compete with them for cowardice. Now, these people will hear all the names that are involved in this insecurity in Imo State. They will never ever want to mention those names. They will never. They dare not mention those names. Do you know that this one they call Edia Hono, after all the different sources that his name has appeared, none of these content creators ever mentioned his name to call him out. Do you know
they cannot now?
That after even outsiders, strangers knows about the evil-heartedness, the terror of Ozodimba, these people will never mention hopeless Ozodimba. They will, all these things that now I was listening to one of them, the one they call a governor, Izuku. I told him, I said, all these things, are you doing it because you are really being fair to yourself, or is that the best of the way you reason? How can you be hearing people, everybody's mentioning one man, and you don't want to mention that a particular one that looks obviously that it is it intended to blackmail him? That's why you picked it. You are hearing Eddie and Hono every Hono involved in this. Why don't you probe this? Okay, even if Oga, we have been, I'll be your friend, but just for clarity, we want to just ask you a few questions. They dare not do it. They are seeing all the things that are happening. Confessions upon confessions. Now, people built house. Gentle mentioned it. A man has 5 children. You say that one of these children is involved in terrorism, because to you IPOB is terrorism. Now you came to that family. He has 3 boys and maybe 5 girls, or 3 or 2 or 5 boys, and one is committing this crime. Instead of you to look for him do whatever is possible you can do to arrest him. You will come to the house with the kind of economy you know you have. A man who would have labored over 40 years of his life to build the little house, you come and set it ablaze. And these people who call themselves content creators and a good evangelists, who are claiming to be concerned about the problem in Igbo land, insecurity, they never ever want to mention it in their program. Okibwe market was burnt. About 5 markets at different times burnt in Okibwe, including where people sell bread. All those helpless women, that place they sell bread. But these people will come and use their platform and say, oh, this is at home Simon is doing. You don't know, people are losing money. That one day, some people, if they don't do business today, they will not eat. And this is the kind of a country you have, where if a man, a woman, don't go out to do business that day, he can't eat, she cannot eat. And your brain doesn't tell you it's because it's a terrible economy.
Yes.
And knowing that it's a terrible economy, you never found it worthy to condemn such a government that reduced them to that destitute status. You are fighting insecurity. The source of insecurity starts from lack, from poverty, from poor provision or zero provision. Where there is abundance, you don't have insecurity. Now you see that people that are supposed to be who are in our potential enemy came with a target to make sure they scare our women from going to farmland, and when they are unable to go to farmland, they will not have food to eat. And when they cannot have food to eat, they are going to be able to manipulate us. They will not give you food. By that time, they introduce the GMO food, the organically modified, is it biologically, genetically?
You have landed what I wanted to say. This is the target by Big Gates.
Yes.
Not even the Fulanis.
Now,
they are being patronized to
it
do
is,
this.
It is a case of Opa, Bosa, or they call the Egoro. Now, this beget of a man now saw people who have similar evil agenda of reducing a population to conquer. Now they saw that their vision aligned. Then now they began to now equip them, which is the reason Donald Trump came in and said no, that they are doing these things through the USAID money and the fund they are giving, so that he's going to stop this thing, because it's through that they are sponsoring terror. Now, from this thing, a man built house, you came to burn it, and these people are telling you that you know where we live. You know we don't stay in these houses. Gentoo did a video and said they know where we live. They know we don't live in houses. They know where we live. So why don't they come to where we live and confront us? If they want to finish us, they finish us there, instead of going to where civilians, helpless civilians are, and they are arresting them, taking them to Tiger Base and wherever they are taking them, and they are not returning. And you think that they will keep on folding their arms to watch you doing that forever, unchallenged? So now, when you see these things, do you, as a rational man, say that Gentoo, because that video Gentoo did, even Jovica played it, how will you expect them to now see you as, or to stop calling you, or to stop saying that you are deliberate about eliminating the Igbo youth and causing pain among the Igbo communities, when all you do is to come and burn their markets, burn their means of livelihood? You back up their cattle to go to their farmlands where they labor to, till the soil, clear the forest, the bushes, and it is time for them to harvest. You bring your cattle to come and eat the crop. Every means of their livelihood or means of living like normal human beings, you came to destroy it.
Exactly.
When you see mineral resources in their land, You bring in terror and sack them. They now live in IDP camp. When you come to, you now live in their community to harness these resources. They cannot go to their farmland. And you that say you are a concerned Igbo man, oh, what Gentle is doing, what Simon is doing, you don't want to ever mention these things. Now, some of them were commenting in Governor Ezeoku's program, and Governor Ezeoku was watching them without rebuking them, that even the UK government released a paper that the Igbo governors, the Nigerian government through the Igbo governors, sponsored a Bubago armed group to carry out extrajudicial killings in Igbo land. The report is still there in the media. It is still there. Amnesty International supported that, came up with a report too. But because Soludo and the media, because I keep on mentioning this, Musa said he wanted the help of the media to combat these activities of IPOB. Now, and again this week they said they want the help of the media again. And Soludo now, who want to make sure he silences Peter Obi, so that when he finishes governor, because the opportunity cannot go to Libo 2 times. So if he frustrates Peter Obi now, then that and support one person from the north, by the time Peter Obi is tired trying, he will become the governor. Now, Soludo now, who is using everybody's head because of his selfish interest, has accepted to bribe the media, including social media content creators. And now, since they started championing this particular narrative, the what do you call it? Amnesty International, I think either this week or last week, now came up with a new report. You can see it from either Arrest TV, but it's in the public. You can type the report of Amnesty International. Now, in that new report, what they are saying is that they changed their former stance now, because now that the Igbo youths in the media who are content creators are now joining the narrative, that it is no longer fully the politicians. They now say that it is 80% the activities of IPOB. But Soludo in his own statement said it is 99.9%. Can you see how the narrative is coming? Now, Amnesty International now reversed itself and changed that statement that it is 80% by IPOB related. Or they said, the way they put it, they didn't call it IPOB, they called it agitation group, or they said non-state actors. But before they said it was the government of Nigeria through the Bubago security outfit and the other outfit. Now Amnesty has reversed itself because our Igbo youths, because of the 10 naira they are making from social media, decided to join the politicians because of small money they gave them to champion the narrative of painting the picture that the slaughter and the evil camps, the terror camps where human skulls and all these things are found, are owned by IPOB. And they are owned by Simon. Because 2 things are playing out. Greed, which comes with low self-esteem, and the bitterness, which is associated with jealousy. And this is coming from the angle, the greed is coming from those who want to make money from social media, and the bitterness is coming from those who are in the Biafran agitation, but who have serious hatred for Simon Ekpa and started hating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because he started promoting Simon Ekpa. Can you see how these things are interplaying? That is how it is interplaying. So the interplay of greed and low self-esteem, which has connection with loss for money. Now, this person wakes up tomorrow to call a Fulani man Aboki with intention of insulting them. When you call him Aboki, he will go and cry, hide himself, his face in shame. But this Fulani man is smarter than you. how cheap you make yourself, how unreasonable you have become.
Just like the kings are walking with barefoot while the sons are riding in horses.
That is it.
And we are cowardly praising them. Always we lament that this Fulani, they are the people that Lord Lugard, the British, hand over Nigeria. And you are proud saying it. A mere mortal like a human being like you. You know that in population you are greater than him. And you are bowing down to that man. Bowing down to that man. In order because you want to useless your people, only your name to be written as a politician. And that's what we are seeing all these years. 64 years of the country. This is what we have been seeing. And we are still seeing it. Until we start taking shape, start taking stands, just like what Gento did. When we start doing these things, the land will be saturated. The land will be delivered. And the proper deliverance will take place. And the people will realize that, oh, is this how a country is going to be used? Or is it how a country will be emancipated from one country to a new country? If we do not take a stand to do things differently, we will keep making the same mistake always.
Of course.
How old is IPOP? How old is IPOP? The same mistake of Masog. IPOP continue without it. No other change. No change. It's only the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile that came in.
When you are talking about no change, when you are talking about no change, there is something that is even more shameful. There is one approach that these people have used for us for so many decades. Somebody comes in to divide you against your brother because he found out that if you are standing united, they cannot penetrate you, that you are too powerful, and you are calling that person Aboki because you think the person have lower brain, lower IQ than you do.
To degrade the person, thinking that you are helping the person.
Yes.
That is life.
But in actual sense, that person is far more intelligent than you. Somebody comes to tell you.
Far more intelligent than you.
The person comes to tell you. Tomorrow you say, Akpan, you are from Akwa Ibom. You are not an Igbo. You stop. And some stupid people in my comment in my programs tell me that I'm not Igbo. Even yesterday, that I should go and face my side. I asked him, can you speak Igbo without breaching for 1 hour like Akpan can do? I can speak Igbo, deep Igbo, for 1 good hour, for 10 hours without adding any other language. When you come to English, which is not my mother language, I will not pay serious attention to it. But when you want me to, if you want to challenge me to that side, I will go see Kogebeano. But I feel that this is what we are. Okay, the same divide and rule now. I tried to touch it yesterday. A lot of Efulefu who are my friends, they were telling me why I must not follow Simon. That he is Nwa Abakeleke. They said I must not listen to Simon because Nwa Abakeleke. How can Nwa Abakeleke lead us? I never insulted him before, but I had to insult him that day. This same divide and rule. What made Simon inferior to Uchemefo? What made Simon inferior to Chika Adozeha? What made Simon inferior to Chinasanwa slave? How is Chinasanwa in terms of what? Physical appearance, packaging, comportment, influence, affluence? How? Being physically fit and strong. Military intelligence? How? Political know-how? In what area of life? These people I just mentioned are from the other Igbo states. So why is the Nwa Abakaleke inferior? Now, leaving that part of Simon, somebody was calling in this guy's program, the hey, Pastor Ezioku or Dr. Ezioku, I don't remember what you call him. The person said why his only point of grievance is that somebody is saying, oh, this guy Gentle Oma Abakaleke, that he's not supporting Gentle, but that particular line, that phrase Oroma Abakaleke, is still allowing us to submit to the original intention of divide and rule of the caliphate, Oroma Abakaleke, because you are already seeing that this one Abakaleke doesn't belong. So why the stereotype? He now began to mention why. What is your bitterness about Abakaleke? He began to mention the people in the struggle, and they are in from different Igbo states. So what is your particular problem with Abakaleke? That divide and rule. Our people are calling the Fulani people Aboki, but they don't know that they are the real Aboki.
Radical.
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand one particular thing. The issue of Igbo people.
Yes.
The issue of Igbo people cannot be exonerated. You understand?
Okay.
From their stupidity, most of them. Because even within the Igbos, you can also see they are even calling Simon Ekpa Nwa Abakaleke.
Okay.
You understand? Even within that Igbos, they will call you are from Abia State, Abiriba, Nwa Abiriba. An Abiriba man from Abia State. Okay. Now, the
other time, the things like the other time, our sister, I was watching our sister when I tried to correct her. She brought on this kind of stereotyping, a nepotistic comment. Our sister Ada. The next time, the other time also, he was talking about Akbarawa Sonny. He said, Sonny, you are journeying to the south side. I'll go and do it in your own side. Go and do it in your own side. And then made this thing in your own side. Mother make able go to side again. And then I said, for the fact that Sonny have a people that respect themselves and that are their brothers' keepers, is it his fault that you have your own people whom only a plate of food, who are as stupid as useless money that cannot even pay hospital bill, will buy them over? Is it Sonny's fault? I am not currently, as of today, I am in disagreement with Sonny, because there are some of the lines of actions. That is the person I am. Wherever you come from, I'm not a sectionalist. I believe in unity of peoples. Wherever you come from, if you are not representing me, I will not be proud of you. So as of today, Sonny, to me, is not defending what we believe in. He's not on the path of Sir Philip Effiong. To me, maybe I am wrong, but that is my view of things, because I saw what Ogenkere did. What Ogenkere did
is right.
What Ogenkere did, it requires that all of us should tell him, brother, this is wrong. If all of us are not telling him he's wrong, he will not admit that it is wrong. It will now become that we are divided house. But if we all say, Oga, here, okay, this is organization that you acted as a registered registration agent and all of that, and we come from the area of transparency, accountability. Then now it appeared they now grouped some people to now begin to do a kind of mocking statement in their accountability, and they are leaving the substance of the debate. Is it right that when we are looking for a more organized country or state, that we will not conduct ourselves in a way that represents what we are looking for? How can't you accept that when we have so many people to do different things, One person will want to do everything so that everybody will be left in the dark. And that is the thing that allows for corruption. Nobody came out to say in actual term or so factually or authoritative or so, conclusively that you are corrupt. But the way you run things, the activities, the approach, it's the things you do is shrouded in darkness. And people who are looking for a country that will be whiter than white, where people who live in it will be whiter than white, we need transparency. So let me not allow the deviation. Now, the other said in that Ogenkere, Sonny people, the thing we are doing when we went to do our visit, Obeto did visit there. The place was so peaceful and all of that. I said, no, Ada, my sister, you're getting it wrong. This is a divisional statement. This statement is divisional. We should be united. Small thing you say, oh, you people from Mbamiri, you people from this place, you are the one that you are calling them that we are together. You are calling them, you should not be deceived. Somebody who is answering Emeka, you are saying you are not Igbo. All those comments from Ebukobi, and you are giving them impression that they are with you, they should stand with you. And you are still making comments that will distance them from you, that will scare them away. And from onset, the fear has been dominance and this kind of attitude. So let us, here we are here to correct ourselves. We must get it right. We must get it right. Those people are bringing that divide and rule. That is why they are sending people to come and say, this is Oma Bakeleke, Gento Oma Bakeleke, Obemenka. All those things, it is well drafted.
Don't listen to those people. We are the Igbos. Every man and woman is Igbo. I hope I'm working for the practice for market days. No?
Yes.
I hope.
Even yes, there are some of our places there. Everything you do, Irigi, everything, we do the same thing. It's just that the Gowon was smart enough to, after seeing the strength during that Biafran civil Nigerian war, they saw the strength. They just had to divide us, use geography map to just say, oh, here is our Bible now. A place that you people are having the same market, you are trading together. They just say, okay, here now, they created artificial boundary. Here now is Akwa Ibom, here now is Abia. Here now is Cross River. Here now is Rivers. Now, all those divisions, and we fall for them all. And somebody now tomorrow wake up, somebody that you were calling your brother yesterday, just because government passed a declaration. From that day now, the bond that was binding two of you disappeared, evaporated. Look at what is happening in Russia. The people of Donbass, who are predominantly Russians, they said no matter what artificial creation that is existing, we cannot forget our ancestry. That's why any little thing they will run to Putin. And Putin said over his dead body, will he leave his people? Because a man does not leave his blood behind.
Yes.
Now, when Zelensky, for those who doesn't know what is happening in Ukraine and between Ukraine and Russia, say for those, when Zelensky now said they want to now stop the use of Russian language, the Donbass people said no. How can you stop us? It's not possible. So what do you want us to do now? We begin to do mimic and do This is our language. It's not, we did not learn it. This is who we are. That we are still managing to answer Ukraine. Don't come to stay up, heat up the politics. It's one of the ensuing interests there. But they did it to us. We were so happy. As much as you can loot your brother's property and say, now I'm Port Harcourt, I'm no more Igbo. And now you claim properties because you're a lazy man. As long as it serves you that day. It's not. It happened in my side. There are some That's why it's not many in my side. Akwa Ibom, as it is currently called, there are very few of such cases. That's why it's the South state, as they have called us, that is more friendly and who believes in their unity, in their brotherhood with the Igbos more. The 5 eastern states. That is the truth. If you remember, even though Akwa Ibom is what he is, no matter how corrupt he is, when they were issuing Enugu, remember when they wanted to impeach Sullivan Chino? The Enugu people ran to Akpabio. He came to settle the matter. They wanted to impeach him. Immediately he talked to the people, they listened to him. The other time there was issue too. The settlement also came from Akwa Ibom. When it was the burial of Afonso Ifanyoba, capital lawyer, Akpabio said something in the funeral. He said, it is only the Igbos that make their money without government assistance. So this is where you still see people who have free mind with the Igbos. But sometimes our Igbo people make a few of them act in a way. You get it now. When you use some of our statements, I think this program has taken too long. We should be summarizing now. Please make your comments. Okay. You can make your summary.
Okay. My parting shot is so simple that when we talk about coming together, it will be hard. I do not like using that word, let us come together. It's better we fight in different angles. But all of us will still meet at the center. And that center will be a table that will constitute every party, everyone, for us to get the mutual understanding, the basics of what we are doing. In freedom fighting, do not expect the bed of roses. It is very brutal. Freedom fighting is not democracy. You do not use democracy to achieve a new state. You use violence. Because the kingdom of the world suffer violence. Only the violent take it by force.
All right, YouTube, we are not encouraging violence here. He is only making input. Thank you.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I try to explain myself.
I am making a disclaimer.
Yes. So I am trying to let our people know that all we need now is full support. Always come and listen to this very platform. There are things you will learn. There are things that you do not get outside there, you will get it here. Feel free to come in and ask your questions. Legible people are here to attend to your questions, to clarify you. We do not do saga. We do not join in gossip. We set the record straight to make sure that our people are delivered and the salvation of their souls are being given back to them so that they will live in the land filled with milk and honey and enjoy their days so that they may live long. Therefore, I wish our people the best of luck, the best of life, the best of health, and we ask that the Almighty will continue to keep all of us. So shall it be.
Nyagazere gị ezigbo nwa Chineke, daalụ onye ọ ga-adịrị mma. Unu anụgo ya tata. O nwere onye ọzọ nwere ihe o yi ekwu ka anyị mara otu anyị si wee weta program a tata na njedebe. Unu agbaligo maka ige ntị. Ọ dịghị izi use several hours for ihe abụrụ a personal business gị. Alright, dịka anyị na-eche, no need to play with any other video maka na oge agasighị ike. Oge agasighị ike. I spent go more than 2 hours here already. Unlanya unafuna neme ha na metinha for monetization ka advert happy a delay unu. Advert happy a delay unu. Yes. Because the interest is not, the primary purpose is not to make money. That's the truth. We need people together so that we will pass an iron, sharpened iron, so that we will keep on sharpening ourselves. Yagazeregi kionye na-ege m ntị, kionye na-ekiri m ekiri na mgbe ehihie a, mgbe uhuruchi a, onye anyị hụrụ tata ọ dịkwa mma ka anyị hụkwa ya echi. Nle anya wee nụ ihe onye sendere n'onu voice note, mara ihe o kwuru ka mma nọ na-agwa ụmụ Biafra ka hapụ imechi. So ya wee bụrụ ya ndị niile na-agba njem nwere ọnwa mgba, m ga-agbakwa mbọ kpachapụrụ ọnwụ na ahụ. Ngwa ya gazere gị nwanne m, ụfọdụ ifo ụkwala fọ. Because hit the like button or click down here, share and drop your comment responsibly. I think the comment that I was supposed to read then that I did not read then, I used the opportunity to say thank you to all of you ndị nọrọ here because enyere m unu agụghọ m comment unu postucha, which is ekwesịrị m ịgụ ya. Wee kenechakwanụ ndị m kwesịrị ikene. Ike gwụrụ ọwụ nwanne m nwaanyị Messi Nwala, Joy Patrick ezigbo ada, nne m daalụrị nne. Okay, Sister Messi sekwa, honestly I thank God for Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. Imagine what Uzodinjo and his boys are doing. Imo State has turned to an abattoir. Human parts business is going on there. Okay, people are saying Commander Gento's action was correct. People should understand that Commander Gento is an army officer that is not one. Secondly, people have been shouting, calling Gento kidnapper, armed robber, but now shouting he shot armed robber. Okay, so thank you. Ka ido biri ebe a gosi ọzọ ụbọchị nta ya atụ na were nchi.